We are back. I am Dave, 10-year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as patents. And for the automotive lovers, for the wheel lovers, we got a good one for you guys today. First, some housekeeping items. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit the subscribe button to become a part of the IP community. I would love to have you a part of the IP community. We talk about a lot of different things. Here is a current event. We break down Shark Tank pitches. We talk about IP lawsuits. I bring people on who have invented a product and started the business around and kind of tell their story. So we do that as well. So we have a lot of different things going on over here at the Everything IP channel. And I think you'll definitely be able to get with something. And hopefully at some point you are able to protect your IP and monetize your RP based on the information that kind of we talk about through these videos. So again, hey, for the wheel lovers, GM has just filed for patent protection on illuminated wheel center caps. Now, where I'm from in an urban area, we call them hood caps. And it seems like, you remember back in the day where you had the day tents that was big. And then, hey, as time went on, you had the spinners where you spin that thing. And as you're driving, the hood caps or the wheel spin or a portion of the wheel spin. It seems like they're one up in everything. And they got the illuminated wheel center caps or the illuminated hub caps. So now you can drive and, hey, your hub caps are lighting up. I'm telling you, man, the D-boys and all the wheel lovers are definitely going to love this one. Let's take a look at the actual, I'm not sure we'll take a look at the patent, but let's take a look at this article from the GMA Authority or the GMAuthority.com. So GM files patent for illuminated wheel center caps or essentially hub caps. This just came out here a couple of days ago. So this is a picture of it. I'll tell you what, man, as a patent attorney, it's very interesting. It seems like this is figure 3 from the actual patent application. You typically don't have patents where the manufacturer puts their logo in it. Typically, that's not done. Typically, the manufacturer doesn't want you to put their logo in the actual patent. So that's surprising that they have it on figure 3 of, and I don't have a GM truck, but is this a Yukon? Is it the Denali? I'm not sure. But again, this is figure 3 of the patent application. And you see that Chevrolet logo, that part of it. So when you're driving a vehicle, the wheel is going, the wheel is rotating, but that Chevrolet logo, not only is it stationary, so it's not rotating it with the rest of the wheel, but it's actually lighting up as well. Let's go through this thing and see what they're talking about. So GM has filed a patent application for an illuminated hubcap system. The application was assigned, so just giving you some information on the patent. This is the publication number. It was published on December 12th, 2024, so about 3 weeks ago. And just to give you guys some information as it relates to a patent, when you file a patent application, it doesn't automatically publish at that point in time. It typically publishes in 18 months from the filing date. So if you was to file this thing, I guess January 1st of 2025, it will publish June 1st of 2026. That's typically how it works. It publishes 18 months after the filing date. Seems like some Michigan inventors here, which we're not going to kind of disclose their information. But this is figure 6. This is, again, another figure of it. But in the system described by the patent application, each wheel features a center cap with 2 main parts, a rotating outer portion and a stationary inner portion. So as you're going to here, it seems like this outer portion is rotating. This inner portion here is stationary. Let's go back to it here. The stationary part houses a light source, for example, LEDs, a power storage module, and a generator that produces electrical power. As the vehicle moves, the generator produces electricity using the rotation of the wheel. So that's crazy. So they're actually they're producing electricity not from the engine or some separate power source. The movement of the wheel is producing electricity, which essentially is ultimately lighting that stationary portion or lighting that emblem, the Chevrolet emblem there. Let's go ahead. The system also includes a power converter that adjusts the stored energy for use by the light source. The control module communicates with the light system and determines when and how the light should activate. It uses signals from the vehicle, such as proximity to a key fob, to decide when to illuminate the center cap. For example, the lights might activate in a specific sequence when the vehicle is unlocked, approach, or moving. So essentially, it seems like similar to your key fob, where you're not going to be able to open your vehicle without the key fob being close to the vehicle. It seems like you're not going to be able to control the lights and the pattern of the lights, the illumination of the lights, without the key fob being close to the vehicle. So that's cool. Let's kind of finish off this thing. Additionally, the system allows for customizable light patterns which can signal important vehicle conditions or maintenance needs. For example, it can flash a specific color to alert drivers of low tire pressure or other issues. The design also supports logos or emblems on the center caps, which can be illuminated for branding or decorative purposes. Now, that's actually pretty cool. So right now, unfortunately, I got a couple vehicles, and one of the vehicles, the tire pressure is a little low. I'm here in the Michigan area. You know, it gets cold in December, January, February, and part of it getting cold, that tire pressure kind of goes down. And it seems like, no, typically you have that on the center console. You have a light that flashes that say, hey, your tire pressure is low. But it seems like it can always also be the case where that hubcap is illuminating a certain color or a certain pattern to indicate that, hey, your tire pressure is low as well. So, I don't know. I think that actually is a pretty cool feature. Let's kind of finish off this thing. This is figure 4 of the drawings. Not sure what's going on there, but this system is useful for multiple reasons. Not only does it enhance safety by providing visual signals, such as warnings or notifications, to drivers and nearby pedestrians, but it also adds aesthetic appeal, giving vehicles a unique and customizable look. Additionally, by using rotational energy from the wheel, the system eliminates the need for external power sources, which I was just saying, as opposed to pulling pulling power from the battery, for example. It's using the rotational energy from the tires to produce power, which I think is actually pretty cool, making it more sustainable and efficient, which I wholeheartedly agree with that. So I guess my question to you guys is, how long before somebody purchases a Yukon, changes the hubcap to put maybe their logo on it or some other logo on it that lights up? I guess that's my question. Like I said, you had the Daytons back in the day, you had the spinners, and you saw definitely a lot of different versions of the spinners where you have the hubcap that rotates with the vehicle. I mean, you have the wheel that rotates with the vehicle, but then you have that inner portion of the hubcap or the wheel that rotates on its own or independently, I should say, of the wheel. Now you have something with the illuminated hubcap that is going to illuminate that center portion of the actual wheel. And again, I think it's useful because as the article indicated, it tells you when maybe your tire pressure is low or maybe when a safety condition it may be present, which I definitely think is useful. But also, I think the fact that it lights up that emblem, it's only a matter of time before people switch out their wheels switch out the factory wheels for their version of the wheels, and they're going to light up their own emblem. Or you know how people do. They especially those that are more creative, they kind of they find some useful and creative ways to kind of put that center illumination portion or the portion that lights up, and they find some creative uses out of it. So again, how long do you think before somebody kind of gets overly creative with the wheel, with the hubcap, with the illuminated hubcap? Shout out to GM for one-upping the spinner wheels. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Please let me know in the comments. Would you actually buy a vehicle that inner portion lights up, or you have the hubcap that lights up? Let me know your thoughts on it. Please hit the like for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit the subscribe button to the extent that you're not subscribed to the IP community already. Would love to have you part of the IP community where we teach IP. Now, I was going to, kind of go through the actual patent, and typically I like to read the claim so that you guys know how to read the claim. But this one had a little bit more electrical jargon in there, which I think is not as fun as maybe some of the mechanical stuff. But again, GM has filed for patent protection on a hubcap or a wheel that lights up in the middle. So again, I think it's going to be interesting, and don't be surprised if sometime soon or in the near future you see a GM vehicle, that Chevrolet that you like, or the Cadillac that has that emblem that lights up. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.